So here we have our setup for setting up the speed bar. Kind of hanging it off of a old swing set from some straps, and then we have our risers coming down. I have them tied onto the hook there because I don't want the risers on there. The hook will damage them, so I have them tied in. It's about an inch off, so I'll compensate for that. The speed bar from the factory, one of these guys here, they have it way in the back, so this needs to be moved to the front onto this loop right here. I believe that's what we're going to try. And then the other one is right here, so it'll go through this loop, through here, and then up to here and out. So I'll pick that up right now, unleash that one right there and move it over to here. So at this point we move the pulley up to the front where it used to be in the back, so it's ready for threading this contraption, this string through with a little sister clip on it. So we'll thread it through now. Okay, at this point I strung the string through all the pulleys and loops. If you move your leg over a little bit, Austin, there you go. Okay, so first you go through the pulley, right through here first with sister clip at the top. Then you go down through this pulley, then down through this little loop that's usually used to strap, hold this board upward, and then it goes through the speed bar loop right here. You want to also make sure that the tab is sticking this way, so when it goes up like that, it's sticking up, and then we'll tie it off. Okay, next we try and figure out the length, where we want to tie this thing off at down here at the tab. So we pull this thing up, we take the sister clip and we clip them together like this. And do it with one hand. Maybe Austin can do it. There. Okay, there it is. Looks like that. It comes down like that. We want to know when this thing is engaged, where we are at full push on the speed bar. So what you do next is you tie off, it's kind of a trial and error thing. So you tie off the speed bar rope onto the speed bar itself right here. And I've been told that the length, you have to have a fair amount of length on this thing when you start out. Don't tie it up the way it was tied up at the factory. So it looks like about 7-8 inches here that I have sticking out on both of them, like that. And we need to hook up the sister clips, which we did right here. 1, 2. And then next what you do is you have a person sitting in there, loop his legs in here, pulled up the speed bar out and ready to go. And then if you can hook, bring it in, and oops, down farther. There you go, just like that. Now pull your legs up, just like that. Okay, good. He'll hold them out, and then I'll hold these down. And as you can see, the two pulleys come together right there. So you want the pulleys to come together right here. It's not quite there yet. I'm trying to see what I need to pull on to get the thing up there. But they're about an inch away on this side. And then he's got his right there. Austin's pulling down that side. This is just about right. So now if you let go of the speed bar, let it go in. Okay, it's not going up. It has to go up like that. It seemed about right. I don't know. Whoops, whoa, whoa. That was right, yeah. So it comes back up like that. So it's going to pull up on you. So, okay, that actually looked pretty close. Let's try that again. So we did a trial and error on the first try. It's really close. See his legs are extended. They're bent slightly. You don't want your legs locked typically on a speed bar thing. So you can see this one just has like an inch gap. There's about an inch gap here. There's an inch gap here, and this one's touching. It's actually touched. This is where you want it exactly. So you got an inch off there, and on this side, inch there, and then an inch there. So it's about an inch difference from side to side. Looks like he has his legs pretty close. This one could go out a tiny bit. And yeah, it's pretty close. It looks good. So you have to yank on the risers like that to get it all to go into shape. But as you can see here, you have these little pulleys, this pulley system, and it's lining up with this right here. If we had this pulley way in the back, it would be all a big mess back here. So it's better to have it in the front like this. But it looks pretty good. Okay, this is an Ozone Spyder, and it looks like I got about 8 inches of excess string sticking out. I think they make them about the same. If I check this side, okay, there's where the problem is for this side. So I remember it was an inch difference. As you can plainly see, it's an inch off. Needs to be 1 more inch of slack on this side. So we'll correct that, and it should be just about right. So one more thing to note, after you finish your first trial and error with the setup, you make sure you make a mark on this side of the rope, not on this side. And then you make another mark with how much farther you need to shorten the length. That way when you tie it up, if you make the mark down here on this side, depending on what type of knot you use, it may take up more slack and you won't be right. So you want to make sure you have the mark on this side. Hey guys, Cloud Rocker PPG here from the future. I've already taken my flight with the speed bar on here, and it went okay. Had no problems, didn't crash. That's always good. Did notice that when I pushed it out on full speed bar, as you'll see in the video, the pulleys didn't come totally together. They're right about where they were, or they're showing right here about 2 inches. Now you have to make an adjustment on this for the 2 inches, but it's not as appears. When you pull on this thing, it is a pulley, so there is you'll end up pulling more than 2 inches to get those together. So what I'll show you is, I'll show you how to figure out on your paramotor or your wing how to do the correction for the speed bar pull length. So mine was 2 inches here. The pulleys weren't quite connected, so I have it set here for 2 inches, and if I grab the top edge of where I'm pulling it down and then I pull it all the way down, it looks like it's about 4, so it's a 2-to-1 pulley, it looks like, on this thing. So it's not, you're not pulling 2 inches, you're actually end up pulling up 4 inches of string rope. So it's 2-to-1 on mine. Yeah, the flight went really good. I actually went up to 5,000 feet. I've never been at 5,000 feet before. I think the previous highest on this paramotor I've been is like 2,200 feet. Went up there, it was almost really clear. It was a little hazy. It's because of the wildfires or whatever, but there was nobody up there. no planes or anything had gaggle never rang the whole time I was up there flying around. I was up there for an hour and a half, I believe, and actually it may have been longer than that. But what happened was I got so far out, I was playing with the thing and I forgot all about time and where I was. I ended up a long ways away from my landing zone, and right getting close to sundown, it was probably 5 minutes away from sundown. I heard the gaggle say, "You're 46 minutes away from your LZ," and I absolutely panicked. So what I did was I said, okay, I have speed bar, I'll use it. So I put trims all the way out, hammered the speed bar all the way down, and headed for home. And I ended up getting home really late. I was like half an hour after sundown. In the video, I think I'll put it on there, where you can see me mouthing sundown, because my helmet camera went out on me also, so all I had was my selfie camera. I had all cameras running. The helmet one went out, the chase cam went out, so all I had was my selfies the whole time. And I actually shut that down before I even landed, because it was so dark, and I just wanted to concentrate on getting to the to the landing before it got really, I mean, it was dark. The lights on the cars were on. I was flying right over a lake. I was up about 1,200 feet, so I really had to hustle and get home. So I got back about half an hour after sundown. I had no lights, so that was illegal, but I made it. But yeah, that was a pretty good adventure. The speed bar, I did do some tests on the speed bar, and they appeared like the phone app I was using didn't really measure speed very well, so it appeared like I was gaining maybe 5 miles an hour on speed bar. So it's something, I guess. It helped me get back, within a reasonable amount of time in the dark. But that was a good adventure. Had fun. little bumpy. I don't know. Not super bad. Well, now it's getting really kind of thrashy. If I should go up higher or lower, or where I should go. Twisting. I don't know why. Wanting to go into the wind, I think. I don't want to go over there. I want to go over here. Woo! 900 feet up, about 1,000 now. So we're a ways up here already. Not sure what that's like. Big marine over there, I think. Gag? Woo. Gaggle says I'm at 1,900 feet right now. Let's keep going up. Gaggle says I'm at 3,000 feet now. Let's keep going. Feels pretty good. It's getting nice and cool up here. Feels good. So hot down at the bottom there. It's 95 degrees. Nice and cool up here. I'd say it's about 70 degrees up here. Feels good. Planes here. Don't see any yet. Gaggle hasn't spotted any either, so it should be good. Showing 4,200 feet on my phone. I don't know if that's right or not. Probably see it right there. Going. Check another different app maybe. Let's try this one. 52, so yeah, about 4,100 feet, yep. Woo, we're there. Feet right there. 5,000. Alright, there it is. Okay, cool. Let's try tip steering now, maybe. Let's grab the tip steers right here and here. Let's see how they work. So if you pull this, yeah, oh yeah, that doesn't take much to steer on the tips. That's kind of weird. It's got these little wires hanging off of it. Yeah, it works. Okay, I get it. Let's try this way now. Turn that way. Swing that way. Yeah, it works. I have to have these things pulled way out so I could get hooked into the speed bar, I think, because it has to come way down in order to hook it in. So let's undo the strap. Okay, I'm undoing the strap. I got it. Now what do I do with it? I have to stow it somewhere. Okay.
Losing altitude like crazy. Let's grab Mr. Speedbar. Pulley. Comes up. Oh yeah, it'll reach. There's a sister clip, so like that. There's one. Okay. Where the hell's the other one? Right there. Okay. Sister clip. Sister clipper, oh, the time has come. Oh man. I can't get that thing hooked up there. Gotta get off the throttle. There we go. We're hooked up now. Okay. Ready for trying some speed bar action. Now I need to kick the speed bar out and see if I can find the damn thing. It's hard to get the thing. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm pulling on it, and it's pulling the front end down, I think. Oh man, this is tough. This is tough pushing this thing. Holy shoot. Dude, I have to push way back. Okay, I'm gonna push just this, just to see what happens. Push it out. And it is a drag pulling that thing down. Oh, there we go. I think I got it now. Oh, hard. Okay. Back up you go. Alright, Mr. Phone. Okay, I'm holding speed now. So, I'm going 15, 14 miles an hour. If I hit speed bar, yeah, I don't think I'd do this. Oh my god. This is crazy. So, going 16, holding speed 17. Let's let go a little bit. Says the trim's slightly out, not much. Now I'm going 18. This thing's like going all over the place. I'm dropping altitude too. I gotta get going faster or something. 33, 30. Come on, baby, up higher. More altitude. Okay, holding speed, kick the speed bar out. Was at 18, at 21. Speed bar is, I'm afraid to fully engage the damn thing. And pulling it almost engaged. Okay. So I need about 2 more inches of rope with my legs extended like that. So I'm a little short. My right is about 1.5. My left is 2. I'm going 25 with it. Kind of holding speed. Kind of. And now I'm holding speed. I'm going 28. 27. 28. If I let go, I drop down to thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.